Hello and welcome to Traditional Chinese Medicine. My name is Christina and I'm very excited to share with you today my experience with magnesium lotion and the benefits that my patients received. I have prepared my video today in question and answer format. The first question is, how did I come to try magnesium lotion in the first place? I was trying hard to figure out why I felt so exhausted for several days after 1 hour of yard work in the hot, blistering sun. Previously, I learned the hard way that you lose iron when you sweat, while I was hiking several of the beautiful ridges on Oahu every weekend, ranging from 3 to 7 hours. That was my weekend enjoyment, and my liver pulse tanked. So I have since then included blood-building proteins in my diet regularly, and I knew that I could rule out iron deficiency. Then on my search for other vitamins or minerals that were depleted from exercise, I found vitamin C. But after including 1 to 2 cups of high vitamin C, low glycemic index fruits each day, I just ended up with loose yellow stools from the excess irritation, because in high amounts, vitamin C will cause loose stools, and I am very sensitive. The next mineral down the line was magnesium, and I feel that I hit the jackpot. Question number 2, how it works and what it helps. I read all kinds of testimonies online, and I purchased a book called Transdermal Magnesium Therapy, a New Modality for the Maintenance of Health by Dr. Mark Sircus, an Oriental medicine doctor. I will put a link to his book in the comments. Through my reading, I found that magnesium is crucial for the production of ATP, or energy, in the body. What it could help in addition to the production of energy was incredible. Heart conditions, cancer, detoxification, any hormonal imbalance problems, especially fertility, because magnesium is the precursor for all hormones in the body. Neurotransmitters for improved mood, resistance to stress, depression, anxiety, Parkinson's, pain relief, deeper sleep, and much more. This book was eye-opening, and I recommend reading it for motivation and a deeper understanding. On a lot of the websites, they recommended this book and another book that I did not read, but I'm sure it's wonderful. It's called Magnesium Miracle by Dr. Carolyn, who's a medical doctor and a naturopathic doctor. I'll also put the link to that book as well. I just was sold after the testimonies and the first book, so I jumped right in. Question number 3 is, which form and brand did I end up purchasing? I discovered the difference between transdermal magnesium, or topical magnesium, versus oral magnesium is that transdermal magnesium is much more effective and more easily and readily absorbed by the body. I have because it avoids the digestive tract. And I have tried oral magnesium before, and all I experienced was upset stomach or a nauseous feeling with the concentrates drops, or with the pills or tablets I just experienced loose stools, and I did not receive all these wonderful benefits. The next decision I needed to make was, do I want transdermal or topical magnesium in a lotion form or a spray form? And I went with the lotion because some sites said that the magnesium can cause slight skin irritation, a little burning or itching feeling. And if you have it in the lotion form, the lotion will soothe the skin, and it has less potential for that side effect. Then I proceeded to research which brand of lotion I would like to try, and I based my decision according to the ingredients and a brand that offered a measurable dose versus no mention of milligrams per teaspoon. And I chose a lotion with no chemicals or parabens. It offers 250 milligrams per teaspoon, and it is called Maggie. What a cute name. I'll put the link in the comments section below for that as well. I love to start with myself first. So next question is, what was my experience, the benefits and side effects? I try with myself because I am extremely sensitive and I love to experiment on myself before I share it with my patients. After the first 2 days of using 1 spoonful at night before sleep, my sleep was markedly improved. It was deeper and I slept longer and I was more well rested. As most of you know, I have a 2-year-old and the sleep is disturbed by lovely Emma. So I was appreciative of deeper and more restful sleep. After approximately 10 days of continued use, that is when I noticed a slight and steady increase day by day in my energy. Originally, I would need to come home after work around noon and lie down while Emma's taking a nap to rest, but then I didn't need the rest, and then I felt perky till 3, then the next day till 4 p.m., then 5 or 6 p.m., and then I made it all the way until our bedtime at 7 p.m. at that time. And I also felt that I was a little bit more calm and patient and happy. Then I tested my tolerance limits like I usually do with different supplements and herbs. And since I am so highly sensitive, just a couple extra teaspoons put me into such an overly relaxed state that I almost felt comatose and I had to work the next day. So I joked with all my patients that I drugged myself and I was working in slow motion that day. On another day when I had possibly been outside in the sun a little bit, my overdose experience was dehydration plus magnesium for me equaled vertigo. So I needed to spend the whole day drinking a lot of water and rehydrating to get the vertigo to go away. But I did recover within a day and it was fine. Another note for breastfeeding mothers, even though I didn't experience loose stools myself, my 2-year-old Emma did experience loose stools about day 10. It took me a while to put 2 and 2 together, but she had green and loose stools. Green because the food was accelerated through her gut and it didn't have time to contact the digestive enzymes to turn brown. So I stopped it and it took her more than a week to recover. I tried again at a lower dose for me, but since it ended in the same result, I ended up stopping the magnesium for myself until I finished breastfeeding and then I resumed it. But the overall benefits that I experienced if I stayed within my tolerance limits were positive enough to start sharing it with my patients. The next question would be, what were my patients' positive results? The positive benefit of this lotion is undeniable. Most patients loved the deeper sleep. They fell asleep faster, or they slept longer, or they woke more well-rested. Numerous patients saw a 10-point drop in their diastolic and systolic blood pressure readings, which takes approximately 2 weeks to see these kind of results. I am assuming that 2-week delay is because the deeper, more rejuvenating, restorative sleep is responsible for that relaxation and the drop in their blood pressure. About 50% of the pain patients saw relief, but I couldn't find the pattern of who it worked for and who it didn't. For the menstrual pain girls, that was different. It works really well for alleviating the menstrual cramping and also helping other PMS symptoms with the emotional component. One man was so happy to slowly and completely wean off of his Viagra for erectile dysfunction. Another woman was so pleased to stop her antidepressants completely after starting magnesium lotion. And to me, the most amazing effect, because you know how much emphasis I put on pulse diagnosis, the most amazing effect that is that it can pull people out of adrenal fatigue. It can bring flatlined liver and kidney pulses back from the dead, and it can even improve the lung and spleen pulses. That benefit is amazing, and I do understand that the restorative sleep can very much so affect liver and kidney, but the magnesium lotion effect on liver and kidney pulses are hands down outstanding. Next question is, what other side effects did my patients report and or did I read about online? The most common side effect that I read about online was the itchy skin with slight burning. I think burning is a little bit too strong of a word. I did feel a warm sensation and maybe a mild itch, and some of my patients did as well, but usually it went away within a week and it was not intolerable. Headaches are another symptom that I read about online that my patients did not experience, but I'm sure it's fairly common. By far the most common side effect, which if I've pushed patients to increase the dosage over time, is loose stools. So when they get loose stools, I just have them back off to the previous dose, and that is corrected. According to what I've read, the body cannot overdose because the body eliminates magnesium through sweat, urine, and bowel movement. The only contradiction I can find to that is kidney failure, because the kidneys won't be strong enough to filter and excrete the excess magnesium. A side effect that I didn't read about but two of my patients experienced was swelling in the feet, and one girl switched to magnesium sulfate, which is less warming than magnesium chloride, and that mitigated that side effect. And 1 to 2 patients had a hard time falling asleep at night with the magnesium lotion, and that one I can't quite explain. The next question everybody asked me was where to apply the magnesium lotion, and almost every patient asked me where to apply it. So unless you are experiencing a particular joint pain, shoulder, back, knee, then really you can apply it in any body part that you like. I recommend applying it to your legs after you take your shower at night before you go to bed. And you can start with a small dose, half a teaspoon or a teaspoon, and then you can increase that dose possibly weekly or longer until you achieve the desired effects or you reach your tolerance level. Next question is, what are the alternative options? Some people dislike the stickiness of lotion. Not to say that the magnesium lotion is stickier than other lotions, but for people who don't like lotion, there is a spray form of magnesium. It's called magnesium oil, which is misleading because it's actually just magnesium dissolved in water. And I'll put a link to the one that most of my patients purchased. The Life-Flo brand offers 4 sprays of magnesium equaling 66 milligrams, and another brand that I saw on several of the websites, and I think Carolyn Dean, the author of the second book, is promoting, is the Ancient Mineral brand, and their brand offers 6 sprays equaling 100 milligrams. I will put both of those links in the comment section below, in the description box below. If you can't handle the heating effects of magnesium chloride, like the one lady with the swelling feet, then you could try magnesium sulfate, which is just Epsom salts. I think you can get that at any local drugstore. The girl with the swelling feet said that she switched to the magnesium sulfate foot soak and then she was fine. I also read that if you want to have the magnesium sulfate in a lotion form, all you have to do is dissolve a little in water and then add it to your favorite lotion, and you can apply it that way. Next question is, who needs magnesium lotion and why? Some articles estimated magnesium deficiency is rampant, as high as 80% of the population, which I believe. We are magnesium deficient not only because we don't eat enough magnesium-rich foods like dark leafy green vegetables and or nuts and seeds, but the soil quality is so depleted in magnesium that the foods grown have lower levels to start with. Even more convincing is the biggest culprit of magnesium deficiency is stress. And our society is so stress addicted and adrenal fatigued that basically we could all benefit from magnesium. Additionally, sugar, alcohol, caffeine, and Western medicines deplete magnesium in the body. So if you know anybody who's stressed, that eats sugar, or drinks coffee or alcohol, or takes Western medication, who doesn't have kidney failure, then you need to tell them about this lotion. This is one of the very few supplements that I give a 2 thumbs up to. And after this experiment was done, I was on to my next one. So, are you ready to hear about my next experiment? This experience led me to my next experiment because I wanted to understand how the deeper sleep positively affected all of the waking symptoms for myself and the patients. I understand that in traditional Chinese medicine, the importance of sleep is profound and it does affect the pulses a lot, but I wanted to understand more in Western terms, so I followed the tangent of brain waves. With longer and deeper sleep comes more REM sleep, and with more REM sleep comes more alpha waves. And alpha waves are associated with a calm and relaxed feeling. Meditation also produces alpha waves. Then 2 of my VA patients came in with rave reviews about a device that they used that made them feel ultra calm for 6 to 8 hours after use. I looked into this machine, which is called Alpha Stim, and it works by increasing the production of alpha waves in the brain. So I decided to try it myself, and I'm currently into about 9 days of treatment. So as soon as I'm done with that, I will also do a review. Look forward to talking to you next time. Thank you very much, and aloha.